I've been pretty overwhelmed with this situation, and this situation meaning my makeup. So I want to do today a as deep as I can, declutter. I've been decluttering for the past year or so, slowly, and I did like a full category, and I have all those videos. I'll probably leave them in the description box below if you want to watch each individual category. I'm not gonna be touching my eyeshadows today because that is just going to make me insane. I know that there's a lot that I need to declutter and there's a lot that I don't even use, but I feel like today I just want to go over my drawers, possibly also my foundations, but mostly I want to stick to my drawers that you can't see at this moment because they've been just driving me insane. So anyway, I haven't even said hi. Hi, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Rita, and I haven't been honestly into makeup for a very long time. Like, I don't find it as exciting as I used to in the past, maybe because I'm getting older. So I've been just using the same things over and over for the past year or so. So because of that, I feel like a lot of these things have got to go. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. We're gonna focus on my drawers and see how much I can declutter. It's not going to be significant, let's just be real, because I just can't make myself to part with a lot of things, but I know there's a few things in here that just I don't even use, the colors don't match, or I just don't want them anymore. So let's get right into it. Before we get into the declutter, I've got this beautiful cup that my best friend gave me and I really love it. The brand is called Arctic and she gave it to me with my handle on it, so it's at @itsAlexMimi. I love it, and this shade of green blue is absolutely stunning. But anyway, let's jump right into the declutter. We're gonna start with my powders and concealer drawer. I do also have to take a look at my lipstick drawer, but this is probably going to be too overwhelming to begin with, so I'm going to start with the easier drawer, which is gonna be this one. So in case you didn't know it, I mentioned this probably every single video. I did switch to cruelty-free makeup exclusively around 2.5 or 2 years ago. But a lot of the bulk of my collection is still not cruelty-free because it is pretty old and I just haven't gotten rid of stuff. But anything that I've bought, again, for like the past 2 and something years has been cruelty-free. So I want to start getting rid of a few of the things that are old and are not cruelty-free. That being said, first thing, which is probably going to be the easier category for me, is going to be my concealers, because I do have a lot of them in here that I don't use anymore, including this one from Naked, from Urban Decay. This is the Stay Naked. This is a little bit dark for me, so I have to get rid of it. And then this one from Rare Beauty, as you can tell, I did use it fairly good amount, but this is very yellow, so it's gotta go. I don't know why I kept it for so long. Then I've got here a Milani that I wanted to keep for the purpose of repurchasing because it's a pretty good match for me, but I'm just going to get it out of my drawer and I'm going to just write down the shade that I need because this has been empty for a very long time. So those three have to go. And then also this one from Charlotte Tilbury. As much as I love the brand, oh my goodness, everyone is going insane here. As much as I love the brand, this was a fail for me, so I don't want to keep it because it just makes me angry at how expensive it is, or it was, and how I do not like it at all. So far, getting 4 out of here. Here, I just pulled everything down. I've got a few things. I think this one from Bare Minerals. This is, I think it's a corrector. Yeah, it's a correcting concealer. I don't remember if I like this or not, but I haven't used it in a very long time. I'm literally gonna try it tomorrow. I'm not going to forget. I'm gonna try it tomorrow. If it's too dark for me, which I'm thinking it is, because just looking at it, I think it looks either too dark and maybe also even too orangey. So I'm gonna try it, and if I don't like it, it's gonna go on the trash because it's also pretty old. This sample from Tatcha, I don't even know why I kept it for so long because I don't ever use it. So I'm going to get rid of it. And then here in the back, I've got a newer repurchase. This is my favorite concealer at the moment. This is the KBD Good Apple concealer. So of course this is going to stay. It is brand new. And then I've got another Naked Skin honestly, I don't even remember if I like this, but it is brand new. I never opened it. Oh well. It's separated tremendously. So I think I'm just going to probably try it and see if it's still good, because it's super old. Like, I repurchased when I noticed that they were going to put it out of stock, or yeah, kind of like take it out. They don't sell this anymore, so you can tell it's pretty old. I'm gonna also try to wear it semi recently, so I'll probably put it up here so I remember, and then I'll use this one tomorrow, and then the day after I'm gonna try this one. So I think, oh, this one, I think I'm also almost done with it. So I'm going to make it a point to keep a few here that I am iffy about, including this NYX and this Fenty Beauty and this flower one. I think those are the only ones that I'm not entirely sure. Of course, this one, if I like or if I want to keep. Another one that I'm seeing here that I definitely don't use anymore, and it's pretty much empty, you can tell, it's this one from Tarte, and the shade, I think it was a little too dark for me. This is the one that I usually currently use, and this one is just a tad too dark, so I'm gonna be keeping this one, and this one is also newer, so getting rid of that one from Tarte. And there are a few here that I don't remember if I like as much. Honestly, the ones that I use all the time are down here, which is going to be my Charlotte Tilbury, my KBD, and for the most part, the Tarte Born This Way. Occasionally, I'll grab this one from Tarte, but these are the ones, these three are my main rotation at the moment. I also really liked the Hourglass, but I feel like lately it feels a little too heavy on my under eyes. So I'm going to keep it for now and see if I can make it work. But I think to the test, I'm going to be putting these ones, and the rest seem okay. I do have these pretty old ones from MAC. I need to test them and see how I feel with them. Of course, my corrector is not going anywhere. Oops, this is my favorite thing, and I use it every single day before my concealers. I urgently need to repurchase, but I'm trying to fully finish, because at the very end of the circle, I still have some product left. So now I've got to move on with this side, which is going to be my primers and powders. So I did mention in a video, I don't know if this one is gonna go before or after this one. So this is actually very heavy on my under eyes and around my eyes now. I don't like how it looks, so I'm going to get rid of it. I used to really like it, but now I feel like it's just, it makes my eye, like the area around my eyes, look too dry, so definitely not for me anymore. Another powder that I know I'm gonna be getting rid of is this one from Cover FX. The brand itself is no longer existing, but I'm getting rid of it because since I bought it, the shade is not the perfect match for me. This is too orange for my liking and for my skin tone. Whenever you see it next to my hand, it doesn't really seem as different, but honestly, I am more of a neutral gal, and this is too orange for my liking, so I'm gonna be parting with this. And then I still have a few little samples in here. I'm going to keep them. Also this ones, I think this I definitely need to repurchase, but honestly the product itself is still pretty good, so I keep it. I've got here a few primers. The one that I always use, my Holy Grail, which is almost finishing up, so I need to repurchase if they even sell it. I really haven't checked. My little Hourglass. This from e.l.f. I don't really use it. This is the Putty Luminizer one. I'm gonna check it out and see how I feel about it. This one from Pat McGrath. I didn't really like it to begin with, but it's not the worst, so I'm gonna keep it for now. And then I think back here, oh my gosh, I love this Hourglass powder. I probably need to repurchase during the Sephora BAB sale. What else do I have back here? My goodness, I didn't even remember I had all this stuff. Okay, I think I'm gonna part with this one. It is pretty old, and I don't really use it anymore because this is the equivalent of my Hourglass powders, and I never like to use this on camera because this is extremely old and it is not cruelty free. This is from Wet n Wild. So I'm gonna get rid of it just because, again, it's super old and there's no need whenever I have my way better ones from Hourglass. So I need to make it a point to finish this up. I think I was just not using it because I wanted to see if I could wait until I repurchase. So I'm just going to use it up. This one, I'm going to put it up front. This is from Jeffree Stars. Jeffree Star Cosmetics. Oh, look at that. I had already put a little thing in it to remind me if I should use it, if I liked it or not, and I never did. I put it in the back of my drawer and I forgot. So I'm gonna put it in the front and then see if I like it. Here is a small sample size of my favorite hourglass. I'm gonna keep it there. This is from Vesame Cosmetics. It is a beautiful compact #1, but also it is a very pretty translucent powder that I really love. This is not going anywhere. I really love this product. But this is Laura Mercier. This is also pretty old. I don't remember if I like it. So I think I'm going to put these ones that I'm unsure of here in the front so I can remember to use them, because I literally always grab my cheap wet, no, what is this? Rimmel. And I use it every single day and I really like it, especially during the summer because it is super hot and this is mattifying. But I'm gonna put it in the back because I need to try at least the Laura Mercier and the Jeffree Stars to see how I like it. So I think this is looking pretty good. Next drawer is one that I really want to focus on. I've got my bronzers, highlighters, more bronzers in this drawer, and it's looking a little out of place. Up here, you can barely see it, but we've got my favorite Hourglass palette. I've got 4 of them, and then a beautiful Charlotte Tilbury palette. None of this is going anywhere. I love them. I really want to focus on bringing my collection down on individual things because I have a lot going on, and it makes me a little crazy that it's all over the place. #1, I'm going to get rid of this L'Oreal, whatever it is, it's a highlighter. I really liked it back in the day, but it's pretty old and I really don't need this when I have so many other cruelty-free products that I absolutely love. So I'm gonna put this in the trash because it's pretty old, and including that I love these highlighters that are liquid that will give me the exact same effect, but even better. One highlighter press that I'm gonna get rid of is gonna be this one. I think the brand is called Folly Fire. I got it in a subscription box way back, maybe like 2 years ago, but it's good, but I just don't use it anymore. So I'm just gonna pull it out, and that one, gift to a friend. Then, okay, this one is a Jaclyn Hill one. I don't know. This is from Becca. Becca makes beautiful highlighters. I think I'm gonna stick to it for now. This, although it looks very Yankee, it was one of those special sample products that I got. This is from Seattle, London. I'm not entirely sure if they are cruelty-free or not, but again, it's been here for a very long time, so I don't remember. But I'm going to keep it for now because I really do like that highlighter. It's very pretty. If this is not cruelty-free, ignore what I just said and never buy Seattle London if it is not. But I don't know. I'm gonna keep it for now. So let's move on with this section. So I've got this one from Essence, which I don't really use as much anymore, but it is my only drugstore highlighter. So I think I'm gonna keep it for now. And then I've got 2 from Becca that of course I'm gonna be keeping. This one from The Balm is very old, but it is my favorite highlighter ever. And it broke and I fixed. So until I get a new one, which honestly I don't see why I would need to buy a new one if I kind of fix this one, it still looks pretty good. I'm gonna keep it. This is my favorite. Then I've got this one from Charlotte Tilbury that kind of looks a little bit like this one from Jaclyn Hill because it has that more golden undertone. Although swatched, they really don't look anything alike. I am not sure if I love this one from Charlotte Tilbury, so I'm gonna keep it as a maybe for now and then see if I actually grab it. Because as you can tell on my skin, it's pulling a little too orange, so I don't know. And then we've got another non-cruelty-free Wet n Wild highlighter. I think I'm gonna get rid of this. It is super old and I don't ever use it anymore, so let's get rid of that one. And this is one from here back, it's all bronzers. So let me get a little bit closer. There we go, that's much better. So this one from Benefit. Of course, Benefit is not cruelty-free. So this is something that I might pass on to a friend. I'm gonna see how many other bronzers I have, which of course I have a ton. I don't even know who I'm kidding. Got 2 from Becca and 2 from Too Faced that I really, really like. So, and honestly, lately I haven't been using a lot of bronzer like I used to in the past. So I think I'm gonna be keeping everything. I'm gonna be getting rid of this one also from Wet n Wild, so a non-cruelty free brand. I have so many others, this shouldn't really be here, so I'm gonna pass that along. This used to be my favorite, and probably still is my favorite contour powder. I really love it. It gives that very pretty ashy shadowy look. Speaking of cover effects and how they're no longer around, this is a beautiful duo. Not getting rid of this, and this is a Canadian brand that actually was cruelty free. Very sad that they're no longer around, but definitely keeping that one. And then back here I've got two kind of newish, I mean newish for my collection, probably 2 years old, from Essence. Very beautiful products, both of them. And my beloved Victoria Beckham. Got a pretty old one back there. I think that's gonna be everything. I'm gonna getting rid of this Benefit one. I don't need it, and again, not cruelty free. So I think now I mostly have everything cruelty free in my collection for bronzers and highlights, which is pretty good. The Wayne Goss, I'm not entirely sure if it is cruelty free, but I'm gonna keep it for now until I figure out if I want to keep it or not. That will be kind of like a maybe. And then here, a beautiful, beautiful palette from Hourglass, not going anywhere. This is not available anymore, sadly. My highlighters, liquid form, I'm gonna put them over here. One from Lisa Eldridge and one from Rare Beauty. I'm gonna put the little ones over there. So looking much better. And there's Peen. My Rare Beauty broke. The only reason why I'm keeping it is because it's one of my, actually my only pink highlighter in pressed powder form. So I really like it. I would like to repurchase, but I don't see that need when I have so many others. So I'm gonna put it over there for now. And you can tell there's a mess down there because of that product that broke. You will never see me get rid of my Charlotte Tilbury Duo. I love this thing. A very beautiful contour and powder, I'm sorry, and highlighter stunners. Let me see. Oh gosh, there's a mess here. I don't really feel like cleaning. So we're just right now gonna leave everything as is. I've got here a few of these beauty ones from Charlotte Tilbury, not going anywhere. But I need to clean this mess, but not right now. So I'm just gonna put everything back. I think this drawer is looking pretty good. I don't want to get rid of anything from here. Okay, I'm doing what I can. And then finally back here, I've got a few cream bronzers. I don't know how I feel about this Tower 28. I don't think it's my favorite. So I think I'm going to keep it for now and then try to use it more and see what I think. I don't know, because it's like more shimmering and it's in a cream product form, I think that's why I haven't used it as much. I've got this one pretty old one from Chanel. I of course would never buy again, but for now I'm gonna keep it. And my beautiful Charlotte Tilbury, and then a few others. So I think this definitely looks better and feels better overall. This is probably gonna be a harder drawer for me to decide on what to keep and what to get rid of, because I love my blushes. So for now, I immediately see that this nude sticks, what are these? The Nudies Matte. I'm not entirely sure how I feel about this. I've tried to wear them again and I feel like they're too drying, and I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. I think I might just keep one of them. I'm going to make it a point to wear them in the next few days and then see how I feel with them. But overall, I don't know. The last times that I've used them, they haven't been as enjoyable as I remember in the past. So, okay, this thing I also don't think I'm gonna keep. It's looking a little wanky. I'm gonna probably get rid of this thing. It's looking pretty bad. So, got some beauty blenders back there and some Charlotte Tilbury. From here, I think everything is fairly in decent condition. This thing from blush from Lisa Eldridge, unfortunately has a really bad packaging. Not the product itself. The product itself is pretty good, but you can barely get any product out. You have to like squeeze super hard and it's just annoying. to work with. The only reason why I'm keeping this, honestly, it's because it's the only blush that I have in this more purpley shade, and it is very pretty. So I'm just going to put this in my maybe pile, and I'm gonna keep them here, and I'm gonna make it a point to use them in the next few days to see how I feel about them. So for this section, this is going to be my powder section and a few creams. So overall, I think everything looks semi-okay. This I'm going to get rid of. This is the Tarte Exposed. It is broke. So I think I want to repurchase this during the Sephora BIB sale. I really like it. But for now, I just don't have the need to keep it if it's broke and it's making a mess everywhere. I do have a lot of blushes. Okay, this one from Sephora is broke and it's extremely old. So I'm just going to part with that. Again, just to keep everything a little bit more clean, and the drawers have just been driving me insane. I think that's probably going to be about everything that I get rid of. Got a few bigger eyeshadow palettes back here that I'm keeping for now because I don't want to mess with eyeshadows.